Hey guys, Indiana here. We're back again with another movie review. Today we're doing Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. New Hope was released on May 25th, 1977, with a runtime of 121 minutes. It was budgeted at $11 million, with a box office success of $775.4 million. It was directed by George Lucas. Okay. What can I say about this film? What can I say? It introduces us to classic characters that we forever will love in our hearts. Han, Leia, Luke. It gave you probably one of the best on-screen villains of all time, Darth Vader. It spawned this great Star Wars movement. I mean, if you take out everything now, this original Star Wars movie completely shook the world when it was released. It was a culture-changing movie. I mean, it was crazy. To make $775.4 million is a once-in-a-generation movie. Back then, that was huge. And if we inflated it today's time, I guarantee you it would beat Avengers Endgame. If this movie came out with the same actors, today's time, with better effects even, I say it would have beaten Endgame. That's how confident. And I'm a big Marvel guy. But it's very rare you can find a movie that just defines a generation. Those are very rare. And while it's between Empire Strikes Back and A New Hope, which my favorite Star Wars movie is, I go back every year. But you can't, if we're talking about cultural impact, this movie did it. The Star Wars craze this movie created has lasted 43 years. 43 years. It spawned this George Lucas's big idea of a 9-movie series. Back when George Lucas was making this, it was crazy to do a trilogy, because no one knew how it would turn out. No one really did sequels back then. You know, like it's overdone now. You have sequels that don't matter, but George Lucas wanted to do a trilogy of movies that told a story. A great story that he had reason to make a sequel, and it was obvious that he should have made one. There's some movies nowadays that, you know, a sequel means nothing. Matter of fact, it usually waters down the previous entry. But George Lucas had the idea of making a trilogy. And then, let's not get it wrong, George Lucas even then saw more foresight into that and wanted to make 2 more trilogies. He wanted to make the sequel trilogy. Now, it would have been a lot different than it is today. And he wanted to make the prequel trilogy. The only reason he didn't make the sequel trilogy is because the prequel trilogy brought him down. And people were being very rude and they're stupid because it's George Lucas. He made all this. That's beside the point. Catch my breath. I get rambling. Peace. Alright. So, you know, it's very hard to rate a movie like this. And I've made mistakes rating movies before. I've given either some movies too low or some movies too high, and I regret it after I've uploaded it and posted it. And I even gave a 5-star rating to a movie that don't deserve it. Now, do I love that movie? Does it deserve a 4.5-star rating? Yes. But it did not have the cultural impact a 5-star movie has. Why am I talking about a 5-star movie in this? Because while it might not be the best in some people's eye, you can't deny the impact it had. Empire Strikes Back and The New Hope are very close, and it's so hard to rate. I mean, I have spent hours upon hours of trying to figure out how I was going to rate this movie. And the only thing I can say is it deserves Star Wars, A New Hope deserves, there goes my watch again, a 5-star rating. Simple as that. I went back and forth on this for the longest of times. I mean, after I gave that Breaking Bad movie a 5-star rating because of how I felt about it, it bothered me. And, you know, when I make these movie reviews, I'm confident in my decision of why I think this movie got what it got, how I feel about it, if you should watch it or not. Because that's what my movie review are. I'm not a critic. I am a person that just really loves movies and has watched a ton of them, so I know what makes a good movie. And, it bothered me that I gave it a 5-star rating because it doesn't have the impact of a 5-star rating film. It has a great story, yes. Does it close a great universe? Does it add to that universe in a great way? Yes. It's very hard to have a 5-star movie. They're rare, and that's what they should be, a rarity. Once in a generation. Star Wars A New Hope is a once-in-a-generation movie that spawned something so great. The Force, Skywalkers, the Jedi has captured audiences for 43 years. All right, I got behind on my uploading because of finals week. I'm very sorry about that. These videos are getting longer, which, trust me, I don't want them to. My movie reviews, I like them shorter. But, what can you do? With that, these things are running together, and I'm really apologetic for that. I like to space my videos out, but I can't do that. I'm trying to get this done before December 20th, but I know I can do it. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you're new. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Peace.